Ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Magandang araw mga ka-native. This is the Philippine Native Chicken Channel po. Dito po sa may Central Philippine University po. November 16 na, 2020. This is the Monday edition of our program dito po sa Central Philippine University po. No, hope that this program po natin mas okay na po yung pasok diyan sa inyo. no, sa respective areas nyo kung saan man kayo dito sa banda sa Pilipinas o di kaya dyan sa labas ng bansa, or to those who are of different nationality, no, in the Asian countries, no, to our friend here in Burma. No, thank you for following our program, and at the same time, the followers that we have in Japan and in Africa. Thank you for being with the program, even though that we are speaking in our own language, but hope that partly we're also speaking in English. Hope na maintindihan. Hope you can understand what we are discussing dito po sa may at the Philippine Native Chicken. No? We are broadcasting live dito po sa may second floor R&D building, Barangay Road, dito po sa may Central Philippine University. This program is managed by the College of Agriculture, Resources, Environmental Sciences, no? And dito po sa Central Philippine University, headed by our President, Dr. Chodros Robles, at saka sa aming Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Attorney Bon Lobel Bidona. This is your host, Dr. Jaime C. Cabelis Jr. Kasama na po dito ang technical natin, nag-iisang technical, no, Miss Dana Marie Istoy Gabasa. This program is simulcast over 101 CARES FM and can be viewed at the Channel 31 Sky Cable, the cable station, TV station of the cable TV channel of the Central Philippine University. We can also be viewed over our YouTube channels and even our Twitter and Tumblr and Instagram. Now we are posting some of our videos, recorded videos here at the Philippine Native Chicken. Hope that if you want really to be with us on the live stream, kindly join us at the Philippine Native Chicken page for our live stream, and even to our OFWs there, and interested racers all throughout the country. You can have it be tuned at the Philippine Native Chicken page every 7 to 8:30 in the evening, Monday to Friday. This is our program in lieu of the face-to-face outreach activity of this college and this university. That is why that we developed this live stream program and simulcast over our different media platform to cater the needs of those who would like to learn about agriculture, particularly the native chicken raising. If you found our program informative, kindly share to those whom you know na nakatulong po tayo. At least kahit paano po, kahit na lang sa kalaman, if you can add information na kung saan po makatulong sa kanila para po matiguyod po ang pinaplanong project that is based on native chicken and integration together with other crops and plants or animals in the farm. We would like also to extend our gratitude to our offline viewers. I know that the recorded program that we have garnered by the thousands of viewers. So thank you for the trust and confidence at the Philippine Native Chicken. Your viewing of this program motivate us further to make this program a fruitful one and possible through a better signal para po sa inyo dyan sa labas at sa loob ng bansa. That is why that we are increasing our exposure not only on the Facebook but YouTube and Instagram, Tumblr and Twitter, and working right now on the 101 CARES FM, the community-based FM station managed by the College of Agriculture, Resources, Environmental Sciences, and the cable channel, no, channel 31 of the CPU TV. And I would like to invite our viewers the Hiligaynon speaking, and those who can understand Hiligaynon that we have also the program every morning, the morning show that we have from 4:30 to 6, that is Tuesday to Friday naman. Tuesday to Saturday naman yung ating time schedule doon. Whereby the language that we're using is Hiligaynon and Kinaraya, plus with the music for our entertainment. The music that used also to be kahit pa paano po, kabahagi pa rin ang diskusyon natin about urban agriculture. Kaya nga sa ating mga netizen dyan, if you have some questions, kindly ask it now. Dito po sa ating chat board para po at least before tayo tapos mamaya, we end the program, we can answer some of your questions na I know it can be of help po para sa inyong lahat. And this program is devoted talaga on the insights of raising the Philippine native chicken in commercial scale. This is one way that makapaabot po kami ng kalaman, lalo na po sa mga those who are planning to raise native chicken in commercial scale. The experiences, the studies that we have conducted since 2011 hanggang sa ngayon po, patuloy pa rin kami para makatulong po sa industriya po ng native chicken. As our slogan shows, that helping the Philippine native chicken industry through scientific innovation. Ibig sabihin po kung sa magamot walang disclaimer. Pag sinabi kasi ng disclaimer natin, sabihin natin no approved therapeutic effect. Disclaimer kasi yan. That is why that the topic that we're discussing here po is not only because of the observation, not only because of studies, but it is coupled with experience doing it. Iba kasi ang usapan pag the station by itself is implementing such kind of project. Iba kasi than doing it only by research and then keep on discussing it. Mas maganda kasi kung ang station mismo gumagawa para at least makita natin what are the possible hindrances, what are the hindrances why that this industry hindi po maka-akyat-akyat sa dapat niya akitan. Because we also experience that one. As I mentioned, that Central Philippine University, this is the one of the private higher education institution dito po sa Iloilo. We are a private organization pa, private institution, autonomous in standing. Ibig sabihin po, yung teaching dito is par excellence than the minimum standard set by the Commission on Higher Education. We are also ISO standard 9001:2015. And the College of Agriculture dito po sa CPU is the one of the Center of Excellence for Agricultural Education awarded by the Commission on Higher Education. That is why that ang ginagawa po namin dito is that sabi ko palagi that technicality will always be there. Kaya lang ang kailangan po natin is what they call the practicality of doing something. And kagandahan lang because of the collaboration of the different colleges and department dito po sa CPU in working toward the Philippine native chicken, yan ang kagandahan. And then with the help also of our graduating student dito po sa College of Agriculture. That is why that the researches when it comes po sa native chicken po, sobrang dami po dito sa Central Philippine University. And we are sharing it now. And right now, we are pivoting our activities toward what they call the development of phytobiotics, and not only phytobiotics but phytomedicines for your Philippine native chicken. This is in congruent also with the findings that we have way back then in 2002 na ang mga consumers is looking after for Philippine native chicken. They are not after of the size. Kaya nga sabihin natin that majority of the races would like a bigger chicken. Kaya sabi ko palagi, if you want a bigger chicken, fast-growing one, do not raise native chicken. Raise broiler. Ang broiler sa Pilipinas, dalawa po. We have what they call the colored broilers. And we have what they call the white broilers. So kung bakit nasabihin natin na pari native chicken, actually they are colored broilers. Way back in the history din, kasi nag-introduce kasi noon yung puting manok dito sa Asia po, halos di matanggap-tanggap na mga tao because they were use of the colored chicken. That is why that they infused the genes in coloration that developed the various colors and called it as colored broilers. And kung tingnan po natin ang history niyan, halos po ng mga fast-growing fowl po, ang isa po sa mga lineages niyan came from also the Philippines. That is based on the molecular studies conducted by Romanov et al. Yan. And then, kung tingnan po natin, because the Malay chicken, it was registered in the American Poultry Association way back then in 1858. Di ko lang alam kung may nabubuhay pa na tao noong 1858, naisilang ng 1858. It was registered in the American Poultry Association. And as I trace up yung roots niya, halos the development of the Cornish chicken came from the Malay chicken. And the Cornish chicken is one of the parental lines of the broilers. Kaya lang ang problema natin sa Pilipinas is that we keep on looking on the other plate na kung saan po dito mismo sa atin marami ang pili magawa. And looking at that development on poultry, sayang that ang Pilipinas po ay hindi na consider. Lalo na sa mga racer. If I could still remember in the some of the books that read on chicken, the evolution of chicken. Actually, yung isa sa mga pinakamalaking manok sa buong mundo po is Gallus giganteus. Ang tawag doon po is giant chicken. Alam niyo kung saan makikita ang giant chicken? Only in the Philippines and Papua New Guinea. Ang nagiging problema with that giant chicken, naging extinct lang without conservation coming from the people in this place. Sayang. And one of the progeny of this giant chicken was believed to be the Malay chicken, nakapamilya ng Basilan chicken, the Hulu chicken, the Huluano, the Egon, the Parawakan, the Shamu, the Asel, the Gaichon, halos parang ganun. Even Darwin mentioned when he visited the Philippines way back then in 1800s, sabi niya, he found a barbarous and long-legged chicken in that 9 different islands of the Philippines. Ibig sabihin po, nandito yun sa Pilipinas, and the only thing that we can do is to conserve and utilize. Mahirap kasi mag-conserve ng ating local genetic resources without utilization. That is why that at Philippine native chicken, we really specialize on native chicken. Yung Philippine native chicken. So if you're looking for the rag, we may recommend that please contact West Visayas State University kasi ang drug is based on the West Visayas State University. Ang sa amin dito sa Iloilo, we have the Hulu and Bisaya native chicken. And right now, in hoping that the different research institutions also in Zamboanga, can already come up with this Sampin chicken, or what they call the Zamboanga Peninsula chicken that came from the Basilan chicken. Parang ganun. Ang tawag doon is what they call the standardized breed. It came from a certain group of the native chicken standardized into a certain characteristics. Pareho sa drug native chicken, that is also a standardized breed coming from Bisaya chicken. Kaya lang standardized siya because yung kulay is dimorphic in nature. Pag sinabi natin dimorphic in nature, iba ang kulay ng tandang, iba din ang kulay ng inahin. That is why that the hen possesses what they call the pencil brown color. At saka yung lalaki naman o tandang, the color is a bluish red. Yung skin is white, at saka yung kulay ng shank ranges from gray to dark color. Parang ganon. And kaya nga that for us dito sa CPU po, are encouraging also other racers from other areas to help conserve your own native chicken. We can provide your technology and other inputs but possibly as one of our trust dito sa Philippine Native Chicken, in line with the trust also of the Philippine Native Animal Development Program of the Department of Agriculture, is to conserve and utilize our own local genetic resources. Pareho nung sa Pangasinan. When I am communicating with one of the followers natin, coming from Pangasinan, sabi ko, pakihanap ma'am ng Bulinaw chicken. Kasi yung Bulinaw chicken na yan, based on the description, it possesses also a pencil brown color na parang darag, but it possesses what they call a yellow leg or yellow siyang color na ganun. Pero sabi niya, parang nahirapan nata sa maghanap doon. And hoping that to our viewers right now, kung nandoon kayo sa Pangasinan, kindly look on that Bulinaw. And to those in Batangas, it is what they call the Banaba chicken. Ang pinakaiba kasi ng Banaba chicken is that both the, kasi yung tarik yung bago, yung shank, yung tarik doon sa bandang likuran ng paa niya, sa babae, meron, lalaki at babae, it possesses that spurs on the shank. Yan ang pinaka-distinct characteristic nila. But in terms of the Camarines chicken, kasi sa Camarines, dalawang grupo din yan. We have what they call the Egon. Ang Egon kasi kapamilya niyan is the Basilan Huluhanon chicken. Parang ganon. Yung counterpart niya naman is what they call the Camarines chicken. Yung kulay po is bulik. Yung shade po, marami kasi ang shade ng bulik, or what they call the barred color. As I visited then the Bicol area way back in 2012, nang mag-ikot-akot ako buong Pilipinas na from Luzon to Mindanao area, looking on these different genetic groups of native chicken. And one way that we can help is that to conserve and utilize this one. Ano ba talaga ang pinakaiba niya if those chicken are located in that area? In terms po ng adaptability, kasi kung tingnan nyo ang manok kasi na nasa lowland compared with the highland, in terms po sa pagkalapot ng dugo. Mas malapot ang dugo ng manok located in the highland areas. Pag dinala nyo manok in the highland, lalo na pag mature na, pababa, delikado yan, adaptability-wise. Same also with the lowland chicken. Yung kung bakit that the topography and the altitude by itself can affect what they call adaptability of native chicken. And one way and how to acquire yung adaptability is that do not raise the mature one. Raise yung day-old chicks. Mas mabilis kasi makadapt ang day-old chicks on different altitude. Parang ganon siya. So, hoping that sa mga area dyan na tumatanong sa amin in terms of the shipment po ng CISO. Sa ngayon, the airport officers, yung sa mga cargo po, they're not advising us to send yung mga live animals like the chicken kasi hindi nila alam kung kailan yung flight papuntang sa isang provinces o syudad. So one way na to make all things safe, yung kung bakit that Philippine Native Chicken is canceling our all transaction pertinent to the shipment of the old chicks and the matured one. Pero yung shipment namin, sa tawag dito yung sa may premix na kinokontak sa ngayon ni Ma'am Dana yung isang cargo forwarder na kung saan they can pick up at saka mas less at mabilis yung pag-transport na mga premix, and hoping that Ma'am Dana can have it be done na may sample shipment na ng dalawang tag 3 kilos ata na premix. Ang sa premix kasi, ang pinakaiba ng premix na lalo na po sa may area dyan na gusto talagang bumili ng CPU feeds. Ang problema natin, pag i-ship kasi yung potoka na yan papunta sa inyo, ang problema natin, may kamahalan ang logistic. That is why that we prepare na kasi pag nakapadala kami ng premix na yan, That is along also with the feed formulation. No, yung pinaka-common feed formulation na ginagamit namin, no, para po you can have it be done. Pero sa mga area naman na yung mais po is abundant, no, we are suggesting later on that kasi ang isang shipment ata ng isang cargo provider po, 20-footer na container van, medyo marami-rami ng konti, but they are telling us that we can have it be done na kung saan daan ng Cebu papuntang Mindanao, papuntang Manila. But we are looking out on that the next on the near future on how to do it. Para naman na makatulong kami na yung pag-produce nyo po ng Philippine native chicken na can be of possible, no, the very less cost, no, para po naman na yung mga manok na may palabas po natin sa market, no, mas affordable para po sa ating mga consumers, no. And at the same time, no, without also affecting the level of profit that we can derive, no. That is why that dito po sa Philippine native chicken, no, we are working with that, no, para po makatulong po sa inyo. No, actually the product, I may discourage for the shipment of the CPO feeds, but I may encourage the use of the premixes. Ang kailangan nyo kasi sa premix, yan kasi ang pinaka-critical na component po ng patoka, hindi yung maramihan na composition or bahagi po ng patoka. Ang yung mga maliliit na yan, that is a critical. So yun ang premix na sinasabi ko. For every 100 kilograms, ang kailangan mo lang yan is only max ranges from 2.5 to 3.2 kilograms. No? Parang ganun lang. No? The feed formulation, naka-attach na yan, no, on the packaging of your premix. No? So at least kahit paano po, kasi ang tingin namin kasi, if we really intend, no, to produce native chicken in commercial scale, no, at saka if possible to reduce all the possible cost. No, there are three major things, no, to consider. First is yung inputs po natin, no, inputs. It will be dependent on the market, lalo na po ang patoka. No, tandaan po natin yan. Ang feeds po, ang commercial supplemental feeds na available sa market po, walang ganang bumaba ang presyo. Walang ganang bumaba ang presyo. Paakyat na paakyat lang yan. But the price of our product po, no, paakyat pababa yan. Unstable. That is why that pag medyo nagmura yung manok mo sa market, lugi ka sa operation mo. So that is why that we are sharing technologies also on how to process your own feeds. And that is why that will be conducting incoming seminars on flock nutrition management and particularly on the feeds and feeding, para po kahit paano po you can make your own feeds. In terms of the equipment, lalo na po ang nagtatanong sa amin dito about the pelleting machine. Actually, we are producing it. The cost of it is about 85,000. Hindi pa kasama yung tawag dito yung engine niya. But if you are planning to have it be done, na kung saan ibigay nyo sa manok nyo o di kaya sa mga ibang hayop nyo, ang patoka nyo o pakain nyo, I may suggest, kasi kung magawa kayo ng pellet feeds, ang kailangan pa nyo yan before it will be pelletized. Hindi ibig sabihin na pag may mais kayo, buo yung mais, yung mung bean, yung palay, paglagay mo dyan, paglabas niya pellets, hindi ganon yan. Ang intricacy ng kanyang operation is this one. You need a hammer mill. But ang hammer mill mo na yan, there is a certain size ng butas sa loob na dapat ang paglabas niyan, yung powdered form. The particle size, no, of the bran is very critical in the formation of the pellets. Yung kung bakit na minsan sa sobrang dami na ipalabas na pelleting machine. But in some other organization, ang problema nila ganon. No, ganyan po ang intricacy niyan. The available that we have is what they call the vertical way, the vertical one. No, ibig sabihin, you have the feeder, the hopper, at saka paikot-ikot yung die plate palabas niya, naka-pellets na yan, but hindi ganon katigas niya, dapat na idaan mo muna with the dryer. So ang kailangan mo to make the pellets is hammer mill, the feed mixer, and the dryer. Tatlo yan. Kasi pag sa hammer mill mo, dapat may shifter pa yan na dapat yung powder form ma-separate doon sa malaking kernels. Why? Because ang product niyan, pag hindi yan pino at inilagay po nyo sa pelleting machine, yung integrity ng pellets na labas, hindi ganon katibay. Even though that you will be using what they call a binder. Except for those who are using what they call a mechanical extruder. Ang extruder naman, that is horizontal in nature, and they are using the heat and the force na sobrang lakas niyan to the point that paglabas po niyan ng patoka, halos mainit yan, and some of the heat-sensitive nutrient nawawala yan along the processing. So sayang, that is why that if you are feeding a pellets, dapat yung mga vitamins mo, dapat isupplement mo pa yan. Dahil most of the vitamins that is heat sensitive po, nawawala yan. So, ang gawa niya, mangyari, if you'll be investing something, doon pa lang, trabahoso na. And based on the record of the data that we have then on the pelleting, halos yung dagdag na gastos per kilo is about 50 cents or more. It depends on the capability at saka sizes po ng tawag dito ng pellets na gusto yung ipalabas. Yung kung bakit that if you really want to feed the feeds in powder form, in pellets, sa amin kasi pinahinto ko yan, no, practicality wise at saka gastos. And the one of the means to improve further the performance of your animals is to have the feeds be moistened. Masaba sa inyo at saka bago ibigay sa manok nyo para all the powder form maubos niya. Pag na-train nyo ng manok nyo tumuka ng moist feeds, ay nako, ayaw na tumuka ng dry feeds. Parang ganon yan. Except for your the old chicks hanggang 1 month, you can have it be feed with the dry form, the mass form. But after then, no, based on the study that we conducted in Lyon, the difference in terms of the performance is almost 20%. It's almost 20% between those feed with mass form na dry at saka yung pellets, i-compare mo doon sa basa-basa. Bakit? It is because during the pelleting, ang init kasi is one that degrades what they call the some of the necessary nutrient na makukuha po natin doon sa mga patoka natin. So, kaya nga, I may suggest that to those who would like to purchase the pelleting machine, even though that is part also of the business, but practicality-wise, no, the add-on in terms of your operation. No, sayang kasi. And then, medyo matrabaho pa yan. No? And ang problema natin, there are some also dryer, mechanical dryer, na uses what they call the electricity. Pag ginamitan nyo ng electricity, dagdag gastos pa yan. Yun. So, it depends on you. To those who would like to buy for the pelleting machine, we can sell the pelleting machine, but as long at least na inform ko kayo kung ano ang bintaha at disbintaha na when you're using what they call the pelleting machine. Investment-wise. And if you are counting for the cost of your native chicken in the days to come, baka sobrang mahal yung manok mo. Sayang kasi. Ang target kasi natin dito is that how can we produce native chicken at a very less cost. You would like to greet yung ating masugid na tagapagsunod, si Lismo Joylyn Grace. No? Magandang gabi po sa inyo, ma'am. At saka sa may-ari ng GD Slitson, yan sa may Antique, kay Sir Emerson Ogates. Magandang gabi for your roasted pig, no? native o kaya puti, no, kindly contact the GD Slitson, no, of the Barbasa Antique. No, kindly contact Sir Emerson Ogatis. At saka kay Sir Erwin Sikad, na magandang gabi din po sa inyo, Sir. At saka kay Sir Nick Lial, no, dyan. Sir Nick, kamusta yung pasok ng signal natin dyan sa may New York, no, US of A? At saka kay Kelvin Jules Pamintuan, no, magandang gabi sa inyo, Sir. At saka kay Nat Ongkingko. Nats, kamusta yung pasok ng signal namin? Okay na? Tuloy-tuloy na po tayo sa program natin. At saka kay Sir Japet, no, dyan sa may Butuan. Sir, kamusta, Sir? Kamusta? Paraloy pa rin yung project natin dyan. Hope that masubabayan po natin yung activity natin dito. Para at least, if you have some problems along the way, sir, in the implementation or project, no, kindly contact either Ma'am Dana. Kasi ang pinakabilis mo sumagot kasi si Ma'am Dana. No? But kung hindi masagot ni Ma'am Dana, automatic, no, natatanong yan sa akin, no, about some of your queries na sa tingin niya, no, he could not address it properly. But kung makaya ni Ma'am Dana, she used to answer it all. At saka kay Colbert Rabaya, na watching from Cagayan de Oro. No? Magandang gabi po sa inyo, sir. Naalala ko nung yung airport, sir, nandyan pa sa may Cagayan proper. Sabi ko sa taxi driver, pwede ba mag-Ilonggo? Makaintindi ka? Sabi niya, hindi daw. Pero salita ko ng salita, nag-uusap kami in Iligaynon, but he keep also answering it. At least, sir, na kahit paano, sir, I would like to invite you with the program that we have, no, bukas po, no, that is the Hiligaynon version po. At saka kay Sir Romulo Gianan, dyan sa may tao dito, sa may Metropolis. Sir, magandang gabi dyan sa inyo, sir. Isa kasi, sir, sa pinakamagandang bintahan pa ng native chicken is subdivision. Ang pinoproblema ko lang, sir, sa ngayon kung paano ko gawin yan, sir. Actually, we are delivering native chicken every Monday. Ang pinupuntahan po namin palagi is subdivision. Actually, yung pinakamarami naming buyers is subdivision. And I would like also to invite yung mga listeners namin with Cares FM, no, 101.1, na maabot po ng signal namin dito po sa Iloilo City if you want to buy dressed native chicken. No, every Monday po, ma-delivery kami, and you can contact the number, no, 0910-803-0148, no, 0910-803, no, 0148, no, for your needs, no, on native chicken. No, every Monday yan. And that is based na kung saan po talaga we're doing this one to identify really, no, yung proper channel of marketing of Philippine native chicken. Yung kung bakit na pag nag-ikot-ikot kami ni Ma'am Dana, kasi akong driver, siya yung taga-binta ng manok namin. Now, we are also observing on how people from subdivision responded to our marketing channel. At saka yung isa pa doon kay Sir Mario Quezon. Sir, pagpatuloy mo yung, sir, plano natin, sir, about what we call the take-out counter for native chicken. Try mo yan, sir. I know that along the highway, sir, pili mo yan magawa, sir, no, the take-out counter, because what we observe dito po sa CPU, when we dry run, no, yung bintahan ng manok, yung inihaw na manok, the common suggestions of those who buy is that, sir, pili bang luto na para at least pag daan namin, ang gusto namin kunin, at makuha namin at saka alis agad. That is why that take-out counter can be one. No, given right now the pandemic. Kaya nga palagi sinasabi ko is that don't treat COVID-19 in a negative way. Treat it in a positive way. Huwag nyo nang antayin na magbalik tayo sa normal. Kasi ang papasok sa atin is yung normal. There are various means on how we can make use of it. And at the same time, sa mga may manok dyan, na ang productivity nyo po ay hindi ganun kaganda, dahan-dahanan nyo na. As I've always mentioned that preferably if you want a higher production performance, no, dapat yung manok natin is hanggang 2 years lang. Actually, hanggang ngayon, we have still the block, no, as of 2011, na 2011, 2012 dito sa amin. Yung kung bakit that we discovered, we are now shifting our gear. No, yung mga matatanda na manok namin, that is about 9 years old na. Kinakala namin at saka pinapalitan ng bago. Okay na po yung observation namin that within 2 years po, okay pa yung manok and have it be sold, no, after 2 years para po yung production performance natin. Kasi ang nagiging problema kasi sa atin, no, we are too sentimental with our chicken. Okay lang kung backyard, but if you're using to raise it in a commercial scale, no, yung pagka-sentimental natin, yung pagka-senti, pwede bang bawas-bawasan natin yan? Naalala ko kasi in Barangay San Jose, Dumalag, no? Capiz, sabi ng tao, bigay pa kasi ni Senator Maruas, kasi si Senator Maruas na coming from Capiz, na sabi niya ayaw niyang ikatay because that is his remembrance with Senator Maruas, no, during that time. But sa atin naman in commercial racer, tandaan po natin, as your flock size, as your the age of the flock increases, there is what they call a positive correlation in terms of the disease occurrence. Yung kung bakit na kasi pa tumatanda yung manok, yung resistance sa sakit, tumataas yan, but the problem is that the passive transfer, the transfer of the infection from the hen to the egg. Yun, paglabas ng sisyo mo, takang-taka ka, bakit yung mga dumi niya namamasa o di kaya medyo may pumuputi, no, aside from the urine ng manok, na ang problema yan is baka na-transfer na yan. So that is why that if you want your chicken to have the higher survival rate, make sure to call out, no, yung matatanda nyo. That is why that dito sa CPU, because of COVID, no, that is why that we are also closing the farm that we have in Leon Farm, no, to realign everything, no, to realign everything that when the new normal comes, no, halos naka-in place na yung lahat. We are inviting also that to those racers na talagang would like to experience, no, the racing of native chicken in commercial scale, no, hoping that when the new normal comes, no, Ma'am Dana will open the on-the-job immersion program that we have here dito po sa CPU para so that you can have what they call the actual experience. But siguro sa uulitin, baka pagpasok po ng yung normal, yung OGIP namin, baka kompleto na yan, no, kompleto na. You can be immersed in the breeder stocks that we have, no, yung mga tandang inahin, no, yan. And then after that, no, sa hatchery operation, na sa brooding, hasta sa growing, you can also immerse with our feed mill and how to operate that feed mill. And then and how to process your own medication or phytomedicines for your chicken and doon din. And yung sa finance, record keeping, nandito rin sa amin. And pati na yung processing, baka before the year end or baka in the first quarter, no, we can equip now our processing facility. No, asaka yung panghuli is the marketing, no, the marketing part. Halos lahat niyan. We would like to extend that knowledge. Iba kasi ang experience, no, to have it be done. Lalo na po sa ating mga FWs, no. Kaya nga we are shifting our gear, no, na kung saan toward what they call the commercial production. The research is keep on going. Sa ngayon po, almost sa ngayon, 38 students right now is working at different studies, no, all about native chicken, and we are also complemented with student coming from the arts and sciences, no, and even the College of Pharmacy then, no, and the College of Clinical Laboratory Science, no, nandito na rin yan at the College of Agriculture to help, no, the native chicken industry. Kaya nga iba ang dating niya pag there is what they call the backup in research, no. And that is why that we are equipping our facilities dito na para na pagpasok po ng yung normal, no, we can accommodate those who would like to experience, no, the real world of raising the native chicken in commercial scale. And when it comes po, no, sa backyard production, hindi kami naka-specialize sa production backyard. Now, there are a lot of institutions that can offer technologies in backyard. But for us dito po sa CPU, no, we used to focus on the commercial scale. Maliit lang ng lugar, but marami yung manok. Maliit lang ng lugar, pero walang amoy, walang langaw. Parang ganon lang. And then, at least, no, kaya nang sabi ko that if we'll not find means and how to do it, do baka mahirapan tayo. Lalo na pag isalalay na natin ang buhay ng manok natin sa mga tauhan natin. So, yun ang isa sa naging bahagi po ng kwento ko about on how to reduce the production cost. Inputs pa lang yan. Pangalawa. Housing design. Housing design. I'm glad to hear the comment from my YouTube channel, the James Cabarles Jr. or Jaime Cabarles Jr. na channel. In the YouTube, if you like to search, no, you can have it search na kung saan commercial production native chicken. No, di kaya lagay yung pangalan ko nandoon na kasi yan, naka-in place na yan. One of the comment, and that is really true. And kaya nga sabi ko that actually we're doing it right now. No. Sabi niya, sir, sobrang laki ng bahay, baka yung return of investment, baka medyo lenten. Yung kung bakit that the seminar that we have conducted last November 7. Again, pasensya sa mga, don't worry, may lang kayo talaga yan. Busy kasi si Lolo dito. Ay, nako. And ang isa kasi niyan is that the housing cost. No, I remembered one of our followers coming from Burma. No, he kept on communicating with me on how really to develop that housing design. Actually, the housing design that we have, no, you can follow it. Hindi kasi namin binibenta yan. Actually, noon, gumagawa kami niyan at saka ibenta. But if possible, no, the design by itself, no, it should be pretty proper. No. There is no specific design, no, kung maghanap-hanap po kayo sa Facebook o di kaya sa e-media, no, about the design on the Philippine native chicken. Okay lang kung backyard nandoon yan, but in commercial scale, baka mahirapan kayo maghanap. And yung design na sinabi ko rin, that pen size that is 4x8, no, talagang angkop yan. And do not raise native chicken in flock more than 25. No, more than 25. Baka mag-problema kayo niyan. Iba kasi ang nature ng native chicken than the broilers. And beside, if possible, no, we can use what they call at least yung local materials and the material we are using in CPU can also be done. But yung pinaka-punto doon is that if we can have it be done, na kung saan po you can use what they call the locally available materials, but you can lengthen the useful life years, hindi mas mura. Kasi pag mas mura sa, no, yung ating gawin is that na yung production cost naman po ninyo mas mababa siya. Pag bumaba yung production cost at saka yung market farm gate price po is ganon pa rin, ibig sabihin po, aakyat yung profit nyo. So those are what I call in terms of the facilities that you have, no, the facilities that you have. Inputs, no, feeds, lalo na feeds kasi yung pinakamalaking bahagi niyan is the feeds. And pag hindi po nyo magawa ng paraan in terms of sakit, ganon din, maraming sakit. So that is why that sa input side niya, I will just also only discuss the major component of it. Ang pangatlo po is the production performance ng anak nyo. That is specific to what they call the technology. Do not use the backyard production technology on commercial scale of production. Tested and proven na namin yan. Doon kayo malulugi po. Iba ang technology. That is why that at Central Philippine University, seryoso kami sa ginagawa namin. No, I remember Dr. Sinan Baguio, no, sabi niya, no, be serious of what you're doing. Yung ko bakit na seryoso na namin dito at CPO na doing the commercial scale of production, and we are the one that modesty aside, no, that we are the one started the commercial scale of production. No, yung kung bakit that if you're going to search, no, in the internet, basta commercial production, yung papuntahan nyo palagi is Central Philippine University. And I know that the possibility of doing it is nandun. And at CPU, halos na kayong place na lahat ng technology in terms of the production. That is a practical one. No, pati automation, pinasok na namin para at least yung possible cost involved, no, of employing several number of person po, ma-reduce po natin, no, to what they call the automation. And yan kasi ang pinakamalaking dagok po ng mga racers. No, kaya nga palagi sabi ko that the success of this project on the Native Chicken, that is 20% no, package of technology, 79% management, and 1% discarte or tactics to make it be successful. No, yun. At least you have the idea, no, of how to do it. No, yun ang isa mga very component na aspect niyan. And if you will be dependent only, no, your market, no, on the social media po, hindi ganon po kalakas. No, it depends on the kind of product that we have. And possible, no, we can explore, no, various means on how to market the product. Kaya nga sabi ko, ikot-ikot dito sa Iloilo, no, at saka sa probinsya, no, makikita ko po yung karamihan po the sprouting of the highway marketing nandoon, no, because ang tao takot na mag-COVID, ayaw na pumasok sa wheat market, no, di prepared to buy their products, the requirement in the household in the along the highways. No. Why not consider it as one of the potential? Ang importante on how we market the native chicken that we have various means on how to do it and identifying the proper channel on how to market it. Yung kung bakit na sa mag-alaga na manok, tanda po natin. I remember then, when we are producing about 1,500 day-old chicks every week. The query in the social media, sobrang dami niyan, but the actual who purchase it, kaunti lang yan. No, parang ganon. It depends kasi on the product that we have. No, so ganon. Kaya nga, the social media, it should be complemented with other means of marketing para na mas medyo marami-rami. And in terms of selling the product, ang isa po sa mga nakita ko pa lang. But I'm still looking on the various means on how to do it. In every week po, ang pinakamalakas na bumili po ng manok na native, lalo na pag sigurado nila na clean yan against antibiotic and growth promotant po, is those people residing in subdivisions. Ganon yan. Kaya Sir Romulo, try mo dyan Sir Romulo sa may metropolis na dyan kasi ang pinaka-start niyan. No? And even to those research that we have, no, yan ang gawin po natin on how to find the market. But before I forget, I would like to greet pala happy birthday to Sir Lester Ryan Olpindo, the owner of the probiotic brown egg, dyan sa may North Sagaray, Bulacan. Happy birthday po sa inyo, sir. May the new chapter of your life be a blessings to other, lalo na po sa ating mga agripreneurs. And kay Sir Richard Waiso. No, sir, magandang gabi po dyan sa inyo, sir. Kamusta po ang bintahan ng manok dyan sa may Mindoro? Right now, Iloilo, sir, sa mga bayan-bayan dito, sir, yung bintahan is 160 per kilo. Pero yung bintahan naman ng live na manok dito po sa mga restaurant, na yung mga restaurant owner is buying that on the middleman, yung bintahan naman kanila is 300 pesos. Yung bigat niyo po is 850 to 900 grams. napakalaking discrepancy naman. No, so parang ganon. And yung palagi ang tingnan po natin. That sabi ko palagi, pwede ba ang mga racers na native chicken all throughout the Philippines na can we do, no, in a group para yung native chicken industry in the Philippines na can be further strengthened. Dapat ang initiative magmula sa atin, hindi from the government, Government will just supplement, but the main actor of this kind of undertakings po is the raisers mismo. Lalo na po ang those who are engaging on commercial scale of production of Philippine native chicken. Wala po, tandaan po natin, the data that I've collected as from my studies then from 2002 and then during my doctorate degree in UPLB. Alam nyo, yung palagi iniisip ko is that CPO alone could not meet the requirement of the whole country. Alam nyo kung magkano ilang heads? 238 million heads in a year if given the chance that consumers can access the Philippine native chicken at affordable price. At affordable price. Noong kasi when I conducted my studies on my masteral, ang lumalabas is that buyers are buying it at a premium price. Ang ibig sabihin yan, hindi ang processor, ang consumers are buying it at a premium price, but the processor would like to buy your product at the very, very least cost. Parang ganon. Yung kung bakit that identifying the proper channel, the marketing channel is very critical. That is why that we put up this 101 Point Cares FM to complement what we are doing here at the social media platform. Na kaya lang medyo maliliit ito. Initiative kasi ng Philippine Native Chicken na kung saan po and how to educate people about the product. Kasi if the marketing channel po, if we can have it na ma-shorten natin yung marketing channel, for example, na what we are doing, for example, actually we have done it. Kaya lang, ang nagiging problema namin, even our operation right now, we are also affected by the COVID, but we are optimistic of this COVID. For example, is that will be ang bilihan kasi namin yan of the native chicken. Noon lang hindi pag ganoon kami kapiktado and have it be sold doon sa consumers. Pre-delivery na yan. We are buying it at 230 pesos. Yung 850 grams. Binibenta yan at 275. Magkano diferensya? 40 pesos. Ang dressing namin, ginagamitan namin ito na plucking machine that we develop. Kasi kami mismo gumagawa ng plucking machine. Iba kasi ang kapit ng balahibo ng native chicken compare mo doon sa broiler. At saka yung isa pa doon, yung how you're going to have it be frozen, critical pa yan because it will also affect the quality of your native chicken. Ganon yan. So, kung if possible that we can further reduce the 275 even down to 230 yung pinaka-final end niya and then improving the production performance ng manok dito po, isa yan sa malaking consideration natin. I know that if the price from 275 down to 250, even 240 po, marami po ang gustong bumili niyan. As long as the product is standardized. Yung kung bakit that we are optimistic, even though that we close the Leon farm that we have to reduce further the cost involved, because of the COVID-19, but we are shifting our gear. We are shifting our gear in preparation for the new normal. Na at least we gain experience on how to do it. At least nalalaman namin the rule of agriculture in every pandemic. Diyan kasi, pag wala ang pagkain, ang tao po nagpapanik. That is why that, please, kung may mga anak kayo dyan, and then kahit na kayo na po, educate yourself about agriculture. And that is what we are doing it here right now. Na kung saan po, kahit paano we can share the information on how to do it. Kasi ang agriculture po is a very vulnerable part of the sector. Calamity-wise, marketing-wise, yan ang agriculture. But if you are keen enough to manage all those risks and if you are educated enough to do it, I know that you will be facing for what they call the calculated risk na. And that is what we are doing dito po sa Central Philippine University. Iba kasi ang usapan sa kwintahan. Ang kwintuhan po, maganda pakinggan, but ang kwintahan po is very critical. And what do I mean is that can we have it be done in an entrepreneurial skill, entrepreneurial way. Ang karamihan kasi they want to be trained para po maghanap ng trabaho. Alam niyo ang ginagawa niyo? Parang mali ata. Can we train ourselves to generate more labor? More labor. Can we train ourselves to become agripreneurs? Agripreneurs. At the end, pag na-train kayo, tapos maghanap-hanap kayo ng ibang trabaho dyan, magiging problema nyo na you're not enriching yourself, you are enriching others. That is why dito po sa Philippine Native Chicken, na yun ang ginagawa po namin dito. We are keep on doing it. We are keep on doing it. Para po kahit paano po na magising po tayo sa katotohanan that the agriculture na alam nyo kasi with this pandemic, ang isa sa mabilis na makatulong para makaahon po tayo is the agriculture sector of this country. And then we'd like also to greet si Sir Ahmed Ribullido Ubana dyan sa may Puerto Princesa City, Palawan. Magandang gabi po sa inyo at saka sa aking technical advisor when it comes po sa equipment namin dito, si Sir Junicio Coronado Jr. Sa mga nakikinig sa ngayon, nagsama-sama po sa amin. Actually, we are talking with Sir Junicio on how to make your the video cast na maganda po. Kahit na mahuli po siya, ilagay doon sa platform natin para at least sulit din na tingnan po ninyo. And we'll be working that with Sir Junicio. And hoping, John, that by next week, John, o di kaya day after ng sinasabi natin kanina, if we can shoot it para po na mas earlier po natin ang process at saka malagay po doon sa mga respective classroom. The next training that we have will be more on the selection, breeding, and selection of the breeding stocks. And that will be presented again in the reading materials, plus the video documentation and the discussion that we can have the PowerPoint presentation natin on the next seminar. To those who would like to attend it, the webinar that we are conducting, sorry po because we are also soliciting registration fee, kasi private kasi kami. We need also to survive. Now, you can contact Ma'am Dana and kindly follow our page para po sa update. Sa inyo pong pag-click ng follow button nyo, nandoon kasi yan na may mga command yan na every time na we have what they call posted na new articles or videos po, you'll be automatically notified para po at least if we can have the webinar, makatulong din kami po sa inyo. Kay Sir Ahmed, Sir, may inahin po ako na naglilimlim na kaagad, 3 eggs lang. Mayroon siya molting pa kasing roster namin. Pwede po bang liguan muna yung inahin para mag-stop sa maglimlim at magsimula mag-itlog ulit? Baka matapos na din ang molting. Hindi po. Dan pakiclick ng Seymour. Hindi po kayo magkaroon ng psychological problema. Yung psychological na pag-ignore. Ay, sir. ang gawin po ninyo, sir, ang sabi ko palagi niyan sa mga personal ko, pag alis nyo, ang sa amin kasi, sir, ginagawa namin kasi, sir, kinukuha agad ng itlog. So, yung inahin, strain na mga itlog lang. Tapos ang itlog dinadala doon sa may hatchery namin dito sa baba. Actually, sir, pwede mong gawin, sir. Ang gawin mo lang, sir, ganito yan, sir. Na kunin mong itlog. Kasi pag hindi yan mate na lalaki, sir, infertile din yan, sir. Ang gawin po natin, alisin mo ang itlog, sir. At saka ikulong yung inahin mo. Pag kulong mo ng inahin mo, ikuha mo na, sir. Ihiwalay mo sila sa tandang mo. At saka paliguan, at saka bago ibalik doon sa pan. Kasi ang problema kasi natin, sir, ang broodiness of your chicken kasi it is attributed by the presence of what they call the prolactin. Yan ang wala sa layer. Yung kung bakit that we are conserving and utilizing native chicken, it is not only because of the meat quality, but it is because of the functional values that can be found on that native chicken. Alam nyo kasi genetically, pag ang manok po, there is a greater modification in terms of the genes. Marami po sa characteristic niya na wala. Yung broodiness. The broodiness of the chicken is the sign that the prolactin is active. Yung kung bakit na pag may mga misis kayo dyan, nadanganak, no, at saka yung gatas na malabas po ay kaunti, pakainin nyo naman ng kalimlim para po na maakyat yung prolactin level sa katawan niya. No? And that is what they call the functional values of native chicken. Na the consumer is not buying it because only of the taste, but they are considering what they call the functional values. Na pag masakit yung ulo, may natpaigupin mo naman ng sabaw ng manok na native. Na lagyan po ninyo ng kapayas, na dahon po ng siling na buyo, no, at saka may salay pa kayo dyan, no, at saka yung sili na medyo mahaba, gawa nyo, lagyan yung tubig sa bawan. At ipakain doon sa mga tao na nag-experience po ng fever. Tingnan nyo kung ano mangyari. Mas mura kaya at saka masarap ang manok ikumpara nyo sa paracetamol at saka hospital po kayo. Ganon po. That is why that please let us help join hand on how to preserve this chicken na kung saan po it is more on the functional values. Yun kung bakit, sir. Basta paliguan mo yan, sir. At saka bigyan niya po ng mga, kung sa tao, pagbigyan mo niya masasarap na pagkain, ibig sabihin po, mataas yung protina, sir. Para at least mabilis na mabalik po para pa mangitlog, sir. Don't worry about psychological problem. Sa manok, madalang mo yan mag-experience yan, sir. Except kung ang manok mo, sir, is matanda na, sir. Pag sabihin natin matanda, sir, yung manok mo, sir, is more than 5 years old na, yun ang psychological problem. I breed several studies, no. That is what they call in terms of the characteristics, no, mga tracing characteristics of chicken and other animals, no, yung psychological behavior po nila, sir. Don't worry about it. Kaya niya yan, sir. Kay Sir Dante Birina. Sir Dante, magandang gabi po sa inyo, sir. No. And then kay Sir Harold, magandang gabi po sa inyo, at saka kay Ma'am Wilna, no, Hirao Kanyonaso. No, magandang gabi po sa inyo, sir. Mga idol dyan, no. Magandang gabi po. Maganda kasi tingnan yung mag-asawa kasi na magkatabi na nagkaharap doon sa may monitor. Kasi ang information kasi, no, para mag-sweetheart lang, di ba, Sir Harold? Sweet pa rin ganun. Idol talaga kita, Sir Harold. Keep going, at saka kay Mamel na dyan, no, regards po sa inyo, Mamel na. And then sa aking ever supportive na nanay, kay Nanay Opilia Cabarles. Nay, thank you for being supportive to this program. And then kay Sir John Rodriguez. Sir John, magandang gabi po sa inyo, Sir John. At least maganda na yung pasok na sin natin dyan. No, tuloy-tuloy na po tayo dun sa may Davao. No, hope that the racers of native chicken Davao, no, please organize yourselves, no, and be a collective. No, collective po tayo dyan. No, tandaan po natin na walang inggitan to. No, you could not supply the total requirement of the Philippines. We need one, each and one of us to do it. Otherwise kasi pag nag-iisa ka lang, hindi mo yan masupplyan. And the exchanges of information between or among us, no, is very important. Actually, as we develop the technology po dito sa CPU po, it is also because of the feedback coming from the racers and the students that we have, no, dito po na nagpunta po sa CPU. Tandaan po natin, kailangan po natin na magtulong-tulong para po sa industriya ng Philippine native chicken industry. And the only way and how to strengthen this industry is for us to unite. And ang papel naman dito sa CPU po, no, we are always looking for various practical technologies, no, that have what they call a scientific background on how to do it, para na mapalakas po natin ang industriya. And hoping that the government agencies, no, makita po ninyo, and hope that sana po na at least, kaya nga sabi ko that for us racers, dapat ang initiative po nagmula sa atin, hindi sa government. The government is there to support us, but the initiative should come from us. And it is in our unity, no, that we can have it be done. Actually, the query is coming from other countries. May come po sa native chicken, marami po. There are some that would like to, sabi nila, sir, try to do it na ma-consolidate yung mga racers because ang isa po sa pinakamagandang export natin is our own native chicken. In terms of taste po, that is why that at CPU we develop our own feeds. The taste of the meat is always associated with the feeds being ingested by your native chicken. And how to maintain it, yung kung bakit na ginawa po namin ang CPU feeds. And right now, we are exploring all the possibilities on how to be marketed that all throughout the country. At saka sa kay Sir Glenn, Irman Midjana Mihika, dyan sa may Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Sir Glenn, magandang gabi po dyan sa inyo. Good day po. At saka kay Sinon Kapol, Dito Kalan Jr. Sir, paki-contact sir. Kung makikita mo dyan sir, ang tawag dito yung number in our platform, yung 09774471 sir. Yan ang kontakin mo sir. But please don't call right now. Call only during office hours po sir. Baka mawala yung technical ko dito. Ang libro sir, dyan mo sir. And to those who have ordered the book right now, pakiantara na konti because Ma'am Dana is working in one of the cargo forwarder. And kaya nga sabi ko kay Ma'am Dana, if possible, later on, if we can do what I call the task on delivery. Depende na po sa transaction ni Ma'am Dana with that cargo forwarder po. And then kay Sir Sandy D. Manuel, thank you sir for the feedback in Canada. Loud and clear. Ha? Thank you sir. At saka kay Sir Nick Leal, ever supportive. Sir Nick, thank you po. Kay Nats, thank you Nats for that feedback. Kay Sir Jason Kaday, testing ko pa. At least sir, di ka dumaan. Sa ulit sir, punta ka dito sa baba sa taas sir, para mag-usap-usap muna tayo sir. At saka sa isang idol ko pa, kay Sir Elser, at saka kay Ma'am Cecilia Sablaon, dyan sa may Aninii Antique. Magandang gabi po sa inyo, Ma'am and Sir. At saka kay Sir Jojo Graciano, dyan sa may Davao. Actually, Sir Jojo right now is in Canada. And yung development ni Sir Jojo in Davao po, sobrang bilis. Sir, if you have some problems sa tingin po makatulong kami, don't hesitate to contact us. Hope that yung mga pinag-usapan natin noon dito, na dumaan po kayo dito, it can be materialized. And along the way po, if you think that we can be of help, don't hesitate to contact us. And then kay Sir Jipri Mipiko, magandang gabi po sa inyo, sir. Kaya nga sabi ko, Sir Jason, na sa ulit po, pag balik mo dito, we have some extra dito, sir. Marami dito. At least, we can have it na yung iba, sir, makuha mo, sir. At saka kay Alismo, Joylyn Chris, student of Leon Campus. Kay Ma'am Joylyn Chris, pagpatuloy mo lang, ma'am. I know that agriculture have a brighter future po. Ang kailangan lang po natin dito is the heart and the mind and how to do it. The heart and the mind, and together with your hands to work for it, there is always a brighter future for agriculture. Kaya Sir Jan Vergara, dyan sa may Saskatchewan, Canada. Magandang gabi po dyan sa inyo, ma'am. Kay Sir Jan pala. Nakatingin kasi ako sa note ni Ma'am Beams. At least, Ma'am Beams, nakahabol ba kayo? Magandang gabi. And I'm really proud na nakita yung shipment po ng manok. And maybe in one of these days, siguro once na talagang naka-establish yung project mo doon sa may Cebu, na i-picture ka namin dito sa Philippine Native Chicken po, ma'am. Para kahit paano po makatulong kami on how you're going to market your product. Kay Ma'am Willa Bits, sa may Alimujan yung manok, walang problema, ma'am. Sabihin mo yung kapatid mo, punta dito sa amin sa may CPU, ma'am. We have what we call the vaccine na pwede po dito makukuha yan, ma'am. Ang kay Sir Harold naman, the best prevention and medicine for Palpax. Actually, sir, yung ang isa sa consideration natin yung sir sa Palpax, sa amin kasi walang Palpax, walang bakuna yan, sir. Ang tandaan po natin is yung patoka natin, yung piecemeal na ginagamit natin, possibly merong shrimp, yung ginagawang heavy, patawag natin, yung hipon na binalatan. no, yung hipon, binalatan, yung balat niya, sir, effective yan, sir, para sa pang-control ng pollpox. Kasi dito sa amin po, kay sa Leon, madalang kami mag-experience yan because we are using what they call the piecemeal na marami yung combination ng tawag dito yung exoskeleton ng shrimp. So, sir, yan, sir, ang pinakamadaling gawin, sir. At saka kay tama, sir, maganda kasi mas masarap kasi ang lasa niya ng naglilimlim na manok pakibabadan. Tama, sir. Yung kay Sir Nick, kaya nga Sir Nick, yung sa amin dito, yung patoka namin, kaunti ang piecemeal. Kasi ang pinaka-common kasi niyan, kung anong pinapatoka nyo, doon din ang lasa niya. Kasi ang manok kasi, if they are on range, yung tinutoka nila is more than 10 different feedstock. Yung kung bakit na sa amin dito, yung feedstock na ginagamit namin, lalo na sa premix na yan, ang premix na is made up of more than 20 different feedstock po. At saka sa aking advisor naman sa programming, at saka sa aming community-based FM station, kay Sir Wilfredo Gabino Talaron Jr. of RMN Iloilo, City 4 kHz. So sa mga kakinig dyan, kindly tune in sa City 4 kHz. At saka sa Saraga Live News, kay Sir Wilfredo Talaron Gabino. Meg, yung ating programming, Meg, ha? As you have promised. And sa lahat po, thank you. Hope that because the time is very limited, to those who found that our program informative, kindly share this program also to others. Yun lang ang sa amin dito is that we can relay the information, and hoping that siguro if I could have still the time, I could prepare some presentation to discuss like what I'm doing last during the last time that we have presented before the COVID, that we'll be discussing technologies, not only technologies but the insights kung maalala pa yung different risks and others, even farm planning and farm layouting, we can discuss it in this program. Okay naman yung mga ang audio natin, at least tuloy-tuloy na to. Again, in behalf of our President, Dr. Chudoro Robles, at saka sa aming Chairman of Board Trustee, Atty. Bon Lobel Bidona, at saka sa aking technical partner, Ma'am Dana Maris Tuigabasa, I would like to extend the gratitude to all our followers, lalo na po sa mga off-time viewer namin. Thank you for the support and trust and confidence to the Philippine Native Chicken Web TV. And I would like to invite our viewers for tomorrow's program in the morning show that we have po Hiligaynon, and to those who could understood Hiligaynon, 4:30 to 6 a.m. in the morning. That is combinations of insights and musics in Hiligaynon. Again, good day, and see you tomorrow again at the next episode of our program dito po sa The Philippine Native Chicken Web TV.